Hello, this is going to be Ian, and I'm going to be playing Crash Bandicoot XS. This is a game from my childhood, actually. I got this with my Game Boy Advance when I don't even remember. I was quite young then. And it's not the best game, it's not the best Crash game, but I don't know, I have good memories of it. I say good memories, I occasionally had fun with it, and I don't know. It's a good game, but at times it can be quite difficult. And as we all know, young children do not like difficulty, or do not appreciate difficulty as much as older ones do. So here we are in the bonus level. This first one isn't too difficult, but later on they will get pretty tough, especially considering there's no checkpoints in them if you fail a bonus level, you have to start them from the beginning. Luckily, they normally give you a fair amount of lives, so it's not too much of a problem. And here we go for all the chests. Crash does two main things in this game. He jumps and he spins. In fact, I also heard around the time that Mario Galaxy was being released, I heard a lot of people complaining about Crash of the Titans and Mind Over the Museum having their character with the spin. And they're like, oh my god, it's a complete rip-off of Mario Galaxy, except Crash kind of came out in 1996 and Mario Galaxy came out in 2007. There's a big difference there. I'm not really sure why I should have made it that, but either way, yeah. You spin to break the boxes, such as regular boxes, these bouncy ones, and that slot one that you just saw. If you collect all the boxes in the level, you get a silver gem. If you collect 100 Wumpa Fruit, which are those apple-like things, then you get an extra life. There's 5 levels in every world. There's a few main archetypes of levels. There's like just regular platforming levels. There's underwater levels, some sewer levels, and some more that we'll get into later. One thing I have to praise about this game is its graphics. I mean, they look quite simple compared to today's standards of DS and even the 3DS, definitely the Wii U that came out recently. But you have to remember, this was a handheld in what, 2001, around the same time the GameCube was released. I'd say that this stuff is like nearly up to N64 standards. Okay, maybe not that far, but it's a lot better than SNES, I'd have to say. And I don't know, I just think they look really good for a handheld. And this, I don't know, this isn't really that good of an example of it. Crash's animations look pretty primitive, but he has, well, not his animations, but I mean his sprites, and his animations are actually really good. There's, the other models look actually almost 3D. They just have so many shades on them. I don't know. And you do not want to underestimate the reach of that eel, because he can reach much farther than you would expect. So definitely spin to get through him. And this one, obviously. Every level has a crystal, and every level has a silver gem, like I mentioned. And that's your task, because Cortex has shrunk the world. To get past this part, I like to lure the mine over to the top and destroy the crates down here. And it's at this point that I realise that I've somehow missed 2 crates. So, yeah, I check it again. I'm kind of confused, so it's not going too well at the moment, because in my practice run, I don't know, I got all the chests. Crate. It's not too far back though, luckily, and I don't know. Yeah, unlike most people who like the Crash series, I didn't grow up with the first 3. The ones that Naughty Dog fanboys say are the best, and every other game is a load of rubbish. I personally have to disagree. I mean, the first 3 are good, and granted I haven't played that much of them since I don't own any Sony consoles whatsoever, and a few years ago actually wanted to get a PlayStation. There was one being sold for about £12 at some Easter fair, I think. And I just did not get it. Like, my mum did refuse to get it for me. She had the money, and like I even promised I would say, like, I would, you know, save up to pay her back. Everything. She's like, no, you have a console, so I'm not going to buy you another one. I don't know, I was kind of disappointed. The console that I had was an Xbox, so I only had it because my neighbor had it, but I don't know why I picked the Xbox over, say, the GameCube or the Wii, because they had both of those. Yeah, I don't know. It was I don't know. I haven't used my Xbox in ages, but it does have a few games, and if I get the right recording software, I actually intend to play some of those games. Perhaps they'll be Crash games. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to play, but for now I don't really have any equipment to record console games with, so I'm playing Game Boy Advance games. And yes, I do still own this game, so it is legal for me to emulate it. This level is Temple of Doom, which is obviously a pun on Temple of Doom, as in Indiana Jones. Some Crash levels and elements take a lot of inspiration from Indiana Jones, as you can see by the architecture and things like that. Most of the levels are either a descriptive thing like shipwrecked, an alliterative name, or a pun on something. And this level is mainly defined by its traps, its annoying bouncy metal boxes that I cannot seem to get the hang of. I eventually just give up and rapidly press the A button, or in my case Z. Because I honestly do not understand the timing for this. I've tried multiple different timings and I don't see any that particularly goes over the others. I mean, I've tried doing the same timing over and over again, and I've gotten it to just, you know, to bounce me sometimes and not others. I've tried doing different ones and some of them work. I've tried rapidly pressing Z and then just it starts bouncing for a few seconds and stops. I don't understand it. But the other thing it's categorized by is boxes being missable unless you die and go back to get them. Like this one, you break that box and don't jump straight up there to get the life, then you miss that box and have to start the bonus level again. Assuming you want the silver gem, of course. The silver gems, and yeah, I believe they used just for 100% completion. But there's also special coloured gems that will make platforms appear in certain parts of the level. I jumped down there because I was stupid and I was confusing it with another part of the level that is actually coming up after this bonus level. And sorry about that, I had to deal with something. Confusing with the later part of the level, and the coloured gems make platforms appear that you can ride to go to extra bonus levels. Right here you want to be really careful that you don't miss any of these boxes. Just jump up them regularly, be careful, and you shouldn't fail. This one isn't too difficult. It was a little bit harder than the previous one, but they will get even harder later. I'm not sure if I intend to 100% this game or not. I will definitely try my hardest, but I'm not the best at video games. So, right here you just want to follow the bumper. And here I just try to see if the enemy will continue going or if the boxes are blocking its path. Sounds like it just has a set path. Those enemies are some kind of bird that will swoop down and get you if you're not prepared for them. I was not prepared for that one actually, to be honest, but my reaction saved me, even though they're normally really bad. My reflexes, sorry. Up here, you can get that life if you bounce twice. Down here is the part with the red coloured gem, but obviously I don't have the coloured gem yet. If you collect, by the way, if you collect 3 Aku Aku masks, then you'll become invincible. And I actually fell into the lava straight after that happened twice. The jump isn't that difficult, but I'm pretty sure being invincible, which is what happens when you get 3 Aku masks, gives you a little bit of a speed boost, and I wasn't prepared for it as I made the jump, so wasn't doing it correctly. Now don't worry if you defeat that enemy. You can just crouch jump to reach the box and the life if you fail to bounce off the enemy to get to the box. Other times, however, will not be so forgiving, so you still want to be careful. So we collect the final silver gem to exit this level, and that, I think, will be all for this episode. Next time we'll do Frostbite Cavern, which is a relatively long level, and relatively hard as well, actually. So, yeah.